What's up, GITV? Bantha Bill here, and today I get to go over two really awesome things. The first thing right here is this awesome Star Wars inspired blaster created by our tech department, and the other thing that I'm sure you guys really want to see is our custom Airsoft GI GALAC-TAC armor. Alright guys, before we get into the GALAC-TAC armor, I wanted to go over this, which is a custom airsoft gun that is inspired by Star Wars, made from our tech department. Now, obviously you could tell this gun is a base LVOA that we did a white and gray paint job, give it that kind of New Order look, you know, maybe you'd see it in episode 7 or 8. But starting from the front, we got a cookie cutter muzzle brake, which gives it more of that look, since Star Wars guns don't really have thin barrels. They usually have big, thicker barrels because they're laser blasters. Now moving on from there, we have this, which a keen eye would notice. This is a grip from an M203 grenade launcher, and it's not bolted on there. The thing is actually held on by compression, and it is not going anywhere. Apparently it took our tech Spencer a lot of effort to just get this thing on the rails, so it's not going anywhere. Then right here in the middle, we went with the Vietnam style mag. Now, I personally like this touch because a lot of guns in the Star Wars universe, actually to be honest, I've never seen one that has a full, you know, banana style magazine. They have more of a short magazine or a stick, or, you know, maybe no magazine at all. It's just kind of built into the gun. And then right here we went with a Vism Optic that is a little bit more futuristic looking. I think it fits in a lot better with a Star Wars themed gun because you don't have any scope rings or anything like that, and it looks like it is actually built into the rifle. Other than that, this thing is just a bone stock Crytek LVOA, so you know it's going to perform right out of the box. And we just kind of did our own take on it, and personally, I really like this thing, and I honestly can't wait to shoot it. But now that you guys saw this gun, we all know that you want to get to that GALAC-TAC armor. So now I want to get this out of the way before I forget, because it's kind of a pain to remember. But this armor is made out of a semi-rigid, high-impact urethane. There we go. It took me a second to remember. And the armor that we're showing today is going to be a custom set made by Ryan Flowers, the man himself, for us here at Airsoft GI. We have 4 different sets, and as you can see here, I have set number 3, ASGI 003. Now, let's get to the armor, and I want you guys to remember that this is a full set, but you can buy each piece individually. Now, this helmet is made from a modified bump helmet. So those of you that already have one, all your accessories are going to fit on here. Everything from your night vision, or GoPro, to any accessories you have for the sides, the rails, etc. The lens itself is going to be ANSI rated, and I believe Jonathan from Airsoftology wore this entire armor set at BB Wars Origins Airsoftology and took plenty of hits, so you know lens is good to go. And then one of my favorite features right here on the back is that you got Velcro for name tape, so, and it actually fits perfect. So now looking from, you know, maybe your point of view, it looks like you may have limited visibility, and the answer is yes, it is limited compared to maybe, you know, goggles, glasses, anything like that. However, I tried this on and I wore it, and the visibility is much better than I was expecting. I was actually able to look down, so you won't have any issues worrying about tripping over things, although I mean I might, because I'm still a little bit clumsy. The other thing that might be kind of an issue that's a little bit more difficult is that shouldering your rifle looking down the sights can become a little hard, but I mean, A, you'll figure out a way to make it work, and then the other thing is, who honestly cares? You look like Boba Fett, so you look super cool, so it doesn't really matter in the end. Now moving on to the other part of the GALAC-TAC armor, which is the chest piece, shoulder pads, and these, which are forearm bracers. Now that's what you're going to get. This is the second half of the package, and as you can see, it's quite a lot, and I really like it. The first thing that I noticed is that the chest plate itself is mounted directly on the mollies. So the thing is, if you got a plate carrier, all you really need is make sure it's a plate carrier that has the bib portion, or the part that covers your chest. You're not going to be able to mount it, and then we just went with fast mags because they look a little bit more futuristic and kind of complete the look, and we went with black because black honestly fits this armor better. Now, there are also different types of shoulder pauldrons. We actually, on our armor, because we have 4 sets, numbers 1 and 2 have ones that are going to say, I'd say they are more styled like you'd see on Master Chief in Halo 2 and Halo 3. And then the ones we have on 3 and 4 are going to be more like, I'd almost say like a football shoulder pad. They're larger, broader, look more intimidating. That's why I like them better than 1 and 2, but don't tell anyone I said that. Then finally, you're gonna get some awesome forearm bracers, which are pretty much infinitely adjustable to any size forearm. And a nice little touch I like on this is each of them are going to be numbered. And as you can see, this one's numbered as number 3 because obviously this is armor set number 3 and you can't be mixing and matching things. The shoulder pauldrons themselves are attached to the chest rig or plate carrier via these shoulder straps right here. They wrap around the actual shoulder part itself, and then you have additional straps that strap around your arm so they're not flopping anywhere and they're actually staying on your body. And then finally, a nice little touch is I'd say you call it a neck guard, maybe a chin guard, to help deflect some of those BBs that are coming up or, gonna hit you right in the neck. Overall though, I love this thing. And the other little touch I like though, to touch on the shoulder pads again, is the Velcro you have on there, because you gotta have your morale patches. And as you can see, I've got my 2 favorite ones mounted on it, which is the Betsy Ross flag, because I'm a big history buff and honestly I love the Revolutionary War side of history. Besides the point. And then finally, on the right arm, the Mandalorian patch. Check this armor out. Big shout out to Ryan Flowers for making this stuff for us. It's completely awesome, and honestly, everyone in the store loves it. And when people come in, they love looking at the armor. So big shout out to that guy. If you guys want to check out his armor, go into the link below and see all the different things he has to offer. And let us know if you guys are genuinely interested in this armor. Because maybe if there's enough demand for it, we might be able to carry it. And another thing, I'd like to know, what would you guys run in terms of a gun if you wore this armor? So leave those comments in the comment section below and we'll see what you guys have to say. Once again, I'm Bantha Bill, this is GITV, and this is some bitchin' armor.